Okay. What I went ahead and did, I kind of had the tape not running at the time. I'll show you what we did. We took the sliver off the top here to make this clean, took that rough spot off, and then did the other side of the booklet with a stop cut, and taking our knife down in there just like so. Same thing over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make sure we distinguish that pretty well, which you can see. So that's worked out pretty good. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is establish where the sleeves go. And they go up a little bit, like so, and like so. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife and we're going to cut it pretty deep along that line, and we're going to cut it from this side over, just like so. See how we have the hands coming now? You see that? You got to do this portion first, but actually you need to round this off over here first, folks. I'm sorry. Supposed to round that off, and that can be rounded off a little bit. Alright, where the arms are, you're going to just round that off. Alright, just like that. And you're going to round off the bottom portion. And the edge of his arm there, you're going to come down and round that off. Alright, now you can put those sleeves in a little bit better. Alright. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put a stop cut in pretty deep, and we're going to just, like the hands coming out from underneath there. Alright, go all the way around where the hand is. Now right here we're going to chop a little bit out because the hand's not as wide as the sleeve. Okay, see that? See where the sleeve starts? We're going to do a little bit of that on the top here as well. I'm just going to trim some of this down. Alright, see how we have that going under, looks like it's going underneath? It's just a matter of taking a little corner out, just like that, to give it that illusion. Same thing here, see we're going to go at a little bit at an angle, chop that out, and see, that's all that's to it. Now, the thumbs are here as well, so we're going to put the thumbs over here a little bit. And a little bit, just put a little square on either corner. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to go down all the way to where his shirt is, straight in. And you may need a little smaller knife, so let me see if I can find a smaller knife to do this with. Bear with me for a minute. Here I have a little more of a pointier knife. So what I'm going to do is go on either side of the booklet and that thumb, and I'm just going to try to take that out. It didn't work that time. Let's try it again. You gotta kind of feel your way when you push that knife in there. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to make that kind of level with the shirt. See how we have that? It's going to be his thumb. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put a little corner in here all the way to the shirt. And I know that's you're going to push it in there pretty far. You can do it in stages too. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do this one. Going alongside of that book should be okay. And you're just going to and you can do it again. See, we're going to do it in stages. That might be a little easier than trying to do it all at once for you folks. Okay? And we're just going to take that out. Alright. That thumb's going to come down a little bit anyway, so. Alright, very good. Let me take a look over here, see if we have it right. Yes, we do. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit right here off a little sliver, because the hand's not going to be as white as that book, so we're just going to take a little piece out of there as well. See how we have it going up? And the same thing over here. Alright. That hand, we're going to round it up a little bit, just a tad. Now what you want to do, folks, is with the thumb portion, we want to go from where it stopped, right there. We're going to put a little line, just like so, going up. Okay? And we're going to put a little V-cut there. Actually, we're going to cut it first, and then go down a little ways. Separate it so it's a little lower than the rest of the hand. Okay? That's exactly what we're doing here. See? We're going to get rid of that little corner because that doesn't look right. There's a little thumb there. Alright. And we're going to cut that down a little bit. Alright. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pencil and we're going to put a center line in. Right in the middle of that hand. That will be this portion right here. Okay? In the middle of the 4 fingers. And then you're going to try to space it out pretty even. I know that's kind of hard to do, but alright, just like so. If it doesn't look right when you're cutting, you just move your knife over a little bit. So all we're going to do is little V cuts. Little V cuts. Alright, that's it. Same thing over here, a little V cut. And you want to be very careful when you do that, folks. Alright, so that's really your hand. Now I'm going to clean that up a little bit more. But that's your hand, and what you want to do is you want to round this off a little bit up here. Just round that off. You don't want any really sharp edges at all, anywhere. Just thin his hand down a little bit. Alright. And we're going to bring this, you can bring this out a little further if you want. Alright. You just take that out a little further if you want. I'm going to work on these when I'm offline so they look a little more even. Okay, so we'll be back.